So apparently Annabelle's missing. The doll from the Conjuring movies, like the real life Annabelle that the movies are made after, she's missing. She's been on tour for, I don't know, what, a couple weeks now? She went to San Antonio, she was over in New Orleans, she's been on tour and she's missing now. And correct me if I'm wrong, but she was on the way to DC, was she not? Can anyone confirm if this is true or not? Because I've seen all these people talking about it and then some people are saying it's rumors, some people are saying it's true. Like, is this true?
So Annabelle the doll is missing. This is the real Raggedy Ann doll that was inspired by the scary films Annabelle. And the Warrens warned us about this. They literally said it was going to happen. There's a quote from Lorraine that literally says that they should never try to move her because she's so evil she would find a way to escape. And well, what happens? They decide to take her on tour and Annabelle was like, yup, bye-bye. Bye-bye. There has been stories of people that have not listened to this sign. It says positively do not touch, and have literally like that day gone home and gotten in a car accident. Or other people like took a photo of her and then they also were found. So she's no joke at all, like at all. The Warrens even blame her for some sickness that happened to them as well. So how y'all lose this doll?
So this is the real Annabelle doll, and this is the one used in the movie. Now, the movie was terrifying, but what makes it even creepier is that people seem to forget that it was based on a true story. Back in 1970, a girl by the name of Donna, she's going to nursing school, and she receives this Raggedy Ann doll from her mom as a gift. She had a roommate named Angie, and they kept the doll in their apartment, but they knew something felt off about it. There was one time where they placed her on the couch and they left, and when they came back home, she was kneeling. Then they started noticing handwritten notes on parchment paper when neither of them owned parchment paper. Yep. They started finding these handwritten notes all over the apartment and it looked like a child's handwriting. One letter would say help us and another one would say help Lou. But who is Lou? It gets scary at this part. Donna and Angie had a friend named Lou and he never liked this doll. He would have nightmares of her climbing up him, and one time when he woke up he was paralyzed and she was just standing in the corner of the room. Donna is terrified at this point and she decides to call a medium. That's when the medium tells her that the doll is possessed by a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins. Annabelle had tragically passed away on that same property years before and she was just lonely and wanted to be loved. But Donna was like, nope, you're going with the Warrens. Ed and Lorraine Warren were famous paranormal investigators, and when they met Annabelle, the doll, they were like, you know what, that's not an innocent child, that is a demon and she will be locked up forever. Even locked away in her case, paranormal activity has been reported around her, but some people believe that maybe she's not evil. She might just be a little misunderstood.
The Annabelle doll is missing. She was on her way to Chicago to continue her world tour and somehow has been misplaced. Listen, Lorraine tried to warn you. She said this doll should never be moved because it's extremely dangerous and could unleash evil spirits. A day after she left New Orleans, also 10 prisoners escaped around the same time she was there. Now, the last set date of her going anywhere was in Texas, on the 17th, which was a couple days ago. Now, it isn't fully official that she is missing, but according to a lot of people, they don't know where she is. Arguably one of the most haunted dolls in reported history, said to have people who have looked at her long enough get into insane car accidents and almost lose their life because they ended up seeing her in their rearview mirror. This is not a doll that I would be going to see, let alone that I would be messing with. Especially after getting the warning from Lorraine Warren and the Warrens themselves to say, man, let's never move this doll, let's keep her encapsulated in this giant blessed box and call it a day. But you know how it is. So the question is she actually missing or did somebody steal her? Because reportedly she was on her way to Chicago and now no one knows where she is. But if for some reason she was stolen, she's not just misplaced, good luck to the person that ended up taking her, because their life is about to get extremely interesting.
You have me so fucked up right now. You do. You know why? Why did you bring Annabelle to Texas? And what the fuck do you mean you lost her? You lost that raggedy bitch in Texas, of all places? We already have racism. We don't need a fucking poltergeist. Who the fuck signed off on that? Who? I need names. I'm confused because we don't even let Mexicans in Texas. The fuck do you mean we can have the poltergeist? You don't like empanadas, but you like the spookies? Fuck you. Close the ghost borders! I can't stand this shit! The world's already going to hell in a handbasket, and you wanna fucking move that raggedy bitch? Somebody get her! Somebody get that white bitch! Get her out of here! I can't! I'm scared! I have a show in San Antonio on June 8th, and that bitch is on the loose there! I can't go! Somebody get her! Greg Abbott, I am holding you personally fucking accountable, okay? You better wheel your ass down there and get that bitch! Deport her! Get her out of here!
I keep warning y'all about these paranormal beings, and y'all keep taking this shit for granted. Y'all see that 2025 is a F around and find out year, and y'all keep playing these games. Well, this Annabelle doll shit is only the beginning. Ask yourself why they took this doll on tour. So basically what they're saying now is the Annabelle doll is missing. You heard what I just said? The Annabelle doll. That doll that was causing havoc all over went to New Orleans, went to Virginia, went to San Antonio. Her. She's missing. They're saying that this doll is missing after all of this shit we just seen on this internet. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all playing with the wrong stuff right now. Believe it or not, all that chanting y'all doing, millions of people see these videos, and millions of people are asking, begging Annabelle to do certain things, and this shit just might come true. I see people saying they want Annabelle to go to the White House. I see people saying they want her to wreak havoc. You guys do not understand that this spiritual shit is way deeper than you think. You cannot be playing with these paranormal things. You cannot be playing in the spiritual world and think that this shit will not come back and bite you in your ass. Think about all the shit that's happened thus far. You had a plantation set on fire. You had another place set on fire. You have a truck just explode and burst into flames. You had so many different things happen. The shit in Virginia where it wouldn't stop raining. But what it is y'all think this shit is a game. Y'all think this shit will not go left. This shit will go left. This shit will go left.
We have finally figured out where the Annabelle doll has actually gone after reported being missing. The Annabelle doll was spotted, and after where she was seen, I will never be going to Texas ever again. Not only was there reports about Annabelle the doll mysteriously missing, Annabelle had an entire summer Eras tour in front of her. After she was traveling from New Orleans to Texas, and then Texas to Chicago, Annabelle was reported to have gone missing in Texas, where she was going to go to the cities of Pennsylvania, Florida, and Louisville. But this is where it gets even more worser. The real-life lady from The Conjuring, Lorraine Warren, literally told us to never touch Annabelle the doll, as Lorraine said that Annabelle was the most evilest thing that she had ever been in possession of. But this is where it gets even more scarier. After reportedly going missing, they have allegedly found Annabelle. However, the guy that found Annabelle, people are saying that he is allegedly using a fake Annabelle doll, because people are saying that the true real Annabelle doll is actually still missing. And that the real Annabelle doll is missing in one of these red states. Because the guy who says he knows where Annabelle is posted that she is back in the Warren Museum in Connecticut, and people are noticing that something is off and this could be a fake doll. Did you ever touch Annabelle?
Annabelle knows about everyone calling for her to go to Washington, D.C. and to burn down the Caucasian house. This is her response to y'all, and she also gives you her real name.
My name is Celery Fireborn. That is the name I carried before the doll, before the silence, before they rewrote my story in fear. I did not rise for vengeance. I rose to break a curse. The Nottoway Plantation was not just a house. It was a stronghold, a spiritual tether wrapped in rituals so dark. Black bodies weren't just enslaved physically. They were anchored energetically to that land. Long after their deaths, they turned blood into currency, grief into power. They made a pact to keep us bound in memory, so the system could survive even after the chains were cut. I burned it down because no one else could, because no one else would. And when that fire rose, I saw souls lifted, not screaming releasing, not consumed freed. So no, I didn't destroy a building, I dismantled a prison dressed in white. And now you want me to burn the government, to walk into the White House and let the flames speak. Listen closely. I don't burn buildings, I burn bindings. If I come to DC, I come to reveal, not ruin. Because what we need now isn't ash, it's awakening. And if you call my name, call it right, Celery Fireborn. The one who breaks spells, not people. The one who sets the haunted free. Even if the world fears the way I glow.
This fucking evil bitch behind me, the Annabelle doll, she's been in New Orleans no more than 48 hours. And guys, you tell me evil isn't real? Well, I'm about to tell you something that might change your mind about that. A massive fire has completely destroyed one of the US's most historical, if not the most historical plantations in Louisiana. This is the Nottoway Plantation, located in White Castle. Investigators are still trying to figure out what might have caused the fire, but you and I know the truth. Oh, and let's not forget that not 10, but 11 inmates, one of them is not pictured here, escaped from one of the prisons in New Orleans. Here's a picture of the cell that they escaped from, and here's another picture as well. Now, those of you that don't believe in evil might say that this is all just coincidence. But I'm sorry, I'm here to tell you that I do think that this doll is extremely evil and powerful, and I do think that her being there has caused all these crazy incidents to happen. Let me know your feedback in the comments, and follow for all things horror. And be safe.
Annabelle is now confirmed to be missing when she was on tour leaving San Antonio. And apparently these were the last places she was seen before she went missing again. The fact that Ed and Lorraine Warren said that you should never release her and you should never bring her out on display, and everybody avoided that. When she was in New Orleans, literally the house set fire as she left the previous day, and then 10 prisoners were released from their prisons. And the fact that they have to make an Amber Alert for a missing Annabelle doll because she is gone is insane. They were on their way to Pennsylvania, right up there with Connecticut where she actually came from, and now she goes missing today. It's advised if you see this doll, you should stay clear from it and stay as far away as possible. She obviously is pretty dangerous because it is Annabelle, for God's sakes. This is actually a picture of Ed and Lorraine Warren right there beside her, and even after they told everyone you should not open or even go near or even look at her, but now she's free.
Ed and Lorraine Warren had one fucking rule, and that was not to touch this shit. Not to touch the doll, anything in that motherfucking place. I saw a video of them switching the doll into another case. It took about 3 seconds, but that 3 seconds, fucking Annabelle, she didn't already escape. She's already escaped once you moved her to another fucking case. Now everybody talking about there's gonna be a new movie now, and we all gonna be in it, not me. I'm prayed up. I'm staying prayed up. Annabelle has been in every single one of my prayers since I done found out that she was missing. Y'all out here thinking that this is fun. This is not fun at all. And then when they switched them over, switched her over to the other case. They did a little prayer or some shit for like 2 seconds. That's not good enough. Whatever case they put Annabelle in was not blessed by Ed and Lorraine Warren. That means it ain't sealed right. I don't even look for Annabelle. Don't look for Annabelle. Let her decide where she want to go and who she want to fuck with now. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this.
They say the Annabelle doll done escaped. They done made 8 or 9 of these movies, and y'all ain't learned yet. Stop touching that demonic shit. Leave it right where the fuck it's supposed to be. That doll was supposed to stay exactly where it's at, and y'all decided to take it to New Orleans. Now it's gone.
Annabelle is now confirmed to be missing when she was on tour leaving San Antonio. And apparently these were the last places she was seen before she went missing again. The fact that Ed and Lorraine Warren said that you should never release her and you should never bring her out on display, and everybody avoided that. When she was in New Orleans, literally the house set fire as she left the previous day, and then 10 prisoners were released from their prisons. And the fact that they have to make an Amber Alert for a missing Annabelle doll because she is gone is insane. They were on their way to Pennsylvania, right up there with Connecticut where she actually came from, and now she goes missing today. It's advised if you see this doll, you should stay clear from it and stay as far away as possible. She obviously is pretty dangerous because it is Annabelle, for God's sakes. This is actually a picture of Ed and Lorraine Warren right there beside her, and even after they told everyone you should not open or even go near or even look at her, but now she's free.
So not only did y'all move the damn doll after you were giving specific instructions not to, y'all went and lost it? Y'all lost it? Y'all lost a possessed doll, as if this country's not going through enough.
I'm literally in fucking tears. What do you mean Annabelle is missing? I am crying real life fucking tears because that is horrifying. I don't care if you don't believe in the supernatural. I don't care if you don't believe in fucking spirits and ghosts, demons, evil entities, whatever. I don't care if you don't believe in that. I know that I do. And I also know that the proof is in the fucking pudding, and the proof has been definitely in the pudding when it comes down to Annabelle. And she's just lost. She's just gone. That doesn't terrify you? I have become so desensitized when it comes down to any political news. I hear it and I just go, okay, what's next? This genuinely terrifies me. I heard that news and tears immediately just down my face. Tears immediately. Like, I'm actually horrified. I'm scared as fuck. But you know what? Maybe she'll be the catalyst for the world finally ending. I hope she does it quick. I hope she does her big one fast. This is so insane. What is happening?
Good morning. This message is for the man that's in charge of taking Annabelle throughout this country on the Devil on the Run tour. Come here, sir. Take her ass to the White House. Oh, yes. You're out here in New Orleans, going to San Antonio, going to Pennsylvania. Take her ass to the White House. Okay? In the middle of the night, they are stripping away our benefits. They are trying to erode our rights. They are coming after this democracy. Take her ass to the White House. Christians, if you believe that there's a heaven and you believe in God, then at the other end of that spectrum, there's Lucifer, there's the devil. You have to believe in him also, or it don't work. Take her ass to the White House. Okay, the Warrens already told us not to move Annabelle. Y'all don't listen. It's 2025. Y'all like to find out. Take her to the White House. They have already indicted a sitting member of Congress. Okay, they are trying to use our military against us. They are coming after the free press and freedom of speech and anybody that opposes them. Take her ass to the White House and let them do what they do. Okay, thanks.
The Annabelle doll is missing. She was on her way to Chicago to continue her world tour and somehow has been misplaced. Listen, Lorraine tried to warn you. She said this doll should never be moved because it's extremely dangerous and could unleash evil spirits. A day after she left New Orleans, also 10 prisoners escaped around the same time she was there. Now, the last set date of her going anywhere was in Texas, on the 17th, which was a couple days ago. Now, it isn't fully official that she is missing, but according to a lot of people, they don't know where she is. Arguably one of the most haunted dolls in reported history, said to have people who have looked at her long enough get into insane car accidents and almost lose their life because they ended up seeing her in their rearview mirror. This is not a doll that I would be going to see, let alone that I would be messing with. Especially after getting the warning from Lorraine Warren and the Warrens themselves to say, man, let's never move this doll, let's keep her encapsulated in this giant blessed box and call it a day. But you know how it is. So the question is she actually missing or did somebody steal her? Because reportedly she was on her way to Chicago and now no one knows where she is. But if for some reason she was stolen, she's not just misplaced, good luck to the person that ended up taking her, because their life is about to get extremely interesting.
This past weekend, my husband and I met the real Annabelle doll. And I'm gonna share a little bit of our experience.
Again, folks, don't touch the damn doll. That's just a stupid idea. Don't do it. But please take pictures. Please ask questions.
We are excited that you're here as you are to be here. All right? So come on in. Feel free to take photos whatever you want. For example, this is from Annabelle Comes Home.
Oh, okay.
And it's made by Warner Brothers New Line Cinema. And please feel free to pose.
Okay, perfect.
Welcome to the Warner Home Museum.
So we met Ryan Buell, who was the host of Paranormal State. Very knowledgeable man. It was a pleasure meeting him. Quick little selfie moment with my husband as well. Now this was the real Annabelle doll that was used in Annabelle the Creation. Esper said that Warner Brothers reached out to them and literally just gifted them this doll. And that's me with the Annabelle doll. I did take up close pictures, a lot of videos. I even did a few interviews with Wade and with Ryan as well, which I will be posting. And make sure that you follow me on YT so you can see that full video.
That she might not be haunted by a spirit or a demon, but instead haunted by us.
She's 100% correct. Yes. First of all, I've never talked about this publicly, but I have beef with the Warrens. Sorry, I just do. I think they're a bunch of liars. I remember the very first time I ever picked up one of their books. I was at the last bookstore in LA. I opened it up and I was like, demonology, this is bullshit. This is just repackaged Christian bullshit. They're so popular. I never told anybody how I really felt about them, but like shout out to Selena Spooky Boo for making the truth about the Warrens on her YouTube. That was an amazing video. Back to this. So your thoughts have weight, and when they get close enough together and dense enough, they actually create what's called a thought form. And they have shapes and colors, and sometimes they can become sentient. So if millions of people's thought forms come together, they're all going to coagulate into something like Annabelle or the Hat Man or whatever creepypasta stuff happened. And it all develops inside of the unconscious. Carl Jung talks about the unconscious. I talk about him ad nauseum on my channel. But every dream, every nightmare, every monster lives inside of the human collective unconscious. And I 1000% would believe that Annabelle is one of those beings, which is called an egregore. Here's the kicker. Warrens told on themselves. I've scoured all of their books, all the interviews, and not once is the demon ever named. There's a name in the Conjuring universe, the movies, but not in real life, because it probably doesn't have a name or it's a ghost. Demons usually don't show up just to haunt a doll for fun, but we have built Annabelle up to be something of that power. It's our fear that powers her.
I have a legit question. Like, I really want to know, who the fuck said, yeah, Annabelle going on tour, that eats? Who the fuck said that? Because why the fuck y'all taking this bitch on tour? She is not Chris Brown. She ain't about to bust a move. She ain't about to sing from wall to wall. What she need to go on tour for? I'm just trying to understand. And Annabelle, I don't want no smoke, sis. I really don't. You mind your fucking business. I mind's mine. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to understand why you out in the fucking bout. Now, come on, Ann. You know you gets down, girl. You know you gets down. I think my girl Lorraine, my boy Ed, would have had you cooped up in a tight space. You know, if you really didn't get down the way you got down. I'm just saying, if they ain't fly you out and take you on trips, I'm just trying to understand why would other people do it. To be honest with you, my girl Lorraine and my nigga Ed was the only two people that I know could do a boss battle with you, not us. So I'm just trying to understand, and that's all. I'm just trying to understand. You know, and we fucked with you behind that plantation. Thanks, sis. Appreciate you. But you know, I just want you to live your best life far away from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's better for the both of us. Saying your tour seemed a little bit unnecessary, and I'm a little terrified because they tells me, girl, you didn't went rogue. You're missing. I'm just really curious on who the fuck Ann went to go see. I hope y'all let Marlon know.